Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me on another video. I hope you are doing well and happy Halloween! It's the end of October, and with the end of October are my Empties reviews. I've got a lot of Empties today, had a bit of a sort out, so we'll go through those. Just quickly, if you do enjoy my videos, it would mean so much to me if you wouldn't mind taking the time to click the like button and hit on subscribe to my channel. Okay, well let's just go straight into it. I'm gonna start with hair care. I've kind of tried to clump the products together into some sort of system so that the videos aren't all over the place like maybe they sometimes are. So first we are going for hair. First things first is shampoo and conditioner by a brand called Paradoxx. This is the volume from the volume range. I really liked these. They're 250ml. You can buy this set for £35 in like a little bundle. Yeah, made my hair feel really nice. I don't know if volume necessarily it's not like full of volume. I mean, my hair, I've got quite a bit of volume in my hair anyway, but the smell of these products was incredible, and like you could smell your hair the next day. It was kind of like a minty sort of, it was just a real treat. I would never spend £35 on a shampoo and conditioner because I can't afford it, but getting to try these, I got these in a beauty box, was just such a treat. I loved it. I just wish it wasn't so expensive. Next up, this tub. It's an intensive purple mask by L'Oreal. I really like the L'Oreal purple line. They also do a shampoo, a purple shampoo and a purple conditioner as well on top of this purple intensive mask. I use the intensive mask anyway in place of a conditioner. Not every time I wash my hair, but sometimes every other or every couple of hair washes that I do, I will go in with a purple shampoo or a purple mask, whatever I've got, just because I do have bits of kind of lighter patches through my hair, and to stop them from getting the brassy and the colour kind of turning a little bit kind of burnt, I guess. I'm sure that's not the right word. The colour that I've got through my hair is quite cool, and it just lifts any kind of warmth out of it. These products by L'Oreal anyway are just really intense, like the purple. This pot full price is about £7, but you can buy it most places, and every so often they'll be on a like 2 for whatever or 3 for 2 or half price, whatever. But yeah, this is good. Then a couple of hair care products that I have had in beauty boxes. They are more kind of like travel sample size. The first one is by a hair care brand that I really like called Amika. This is the first time that I've specifically used this product though, which is called the Kure with a K. It says it's a multitask repair treatment. This is just 30ml, but 200ml of this has a value of like 23 quid. And I didn't quite know what to make of this. I don't know whether I just wasn't using it for long enough because of the size, and also because my hair is quite long, so I found myself using a lot of product. So you wash your hair as normal, shampoo and conditioner, and then you put this through it and leave it for about a minute. The consistency of this is just like water. Like, there isn't a consistency because it's just like more or less pure liquid, and it's clear as well. But it smells nice, and all the Amika products do smell nice that I've smelt. And you just leave it in for a minute and then wash it out, and then you're done. I mean, Amika anyway has a really good reputation in the hair care world. I mean, I would definitely use it again. I would use anything Amika, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't really see or feel much difference, I guess. And then lastly, this stuff from Rituals. This is called their Sparkling Hair and Body Mist. Now, I only used it on my hair. I tend to not use stuff on my body that's designed for like, or my hair that's kind of like designed for like different things, because your hair is obviously very different to your body. Like, it's a completely different material. Yeah, material. So I used this in my hair. Sparkling, I don't know if I saw it. I think probably if I was to put that on my skin, I'd probably see the sparkle more. I can't say that there was necessarily a sparkle in my hair. But all it did was just, it smelled really good. So it made my hair smell amazing. It took out any like, you know, like when you brush your hair and you just get like static and I guess volume that maybe you don't necessarily want. Kind of like when I sprayed it and then brushed it through, it kind of like tamed everything down again, which I quite liked. I'm not going to run out to the shops to buy it, but Again, if I got another one of these, I would use it. I would use it in my hair, not necessarily my body. But the biggest size of this is 50ml, and it's £19. And if you know Rituals, you know they do different kind of like brand lines, like fragrances. So there's a couple of different ones in this as well. Now I'm gonna go on to face. Oh, something you probably would have seen in my Empties videos before. I just love them. They're these single-use sachets of warming up heat masks. So I've used one by Beauty Pro. Beauty Pro normally do like the wet sheet face masks, and I hadn't seen up until recently that they started doing the warming eye mask. So they're all pretty much the same thing. It's in a single-use sachet, and it's a dry mask. So it hasn't got like wet product through it. This one was a bit different though, because it had like, I guess, kind of fabric ear things. I'm just gonna do this. I don't know, I felt like it kind of was against my face a bit tighter. So when the eye areas heat up, it was kind of like more pressed against my skin. I liked it. And then other ones by Sensory Retreats as well. Exactly the same sort of thing, just different patterns, different looks. But yeah, see how stretchy those are. So I didn't feel like these ones were like against my face. They weren't like pushed against my face, whereas with this one I felt like it did, but it doesn't really matter. I just love these. Very relaxing, like if you've got a headache. I think that's actually why I use them, because I had a cold a couple of weeks ago. A cold, not COVID. And just had a really bad headache. And went to bed every night and just put that on. It just made me fall asleep. Loved it. And those sachets, to buy just as like an individual thing, they're about £3-4 each. The price is pretty much the same, more or less, across whatever brand. There's other brands as well that does the same sort of thing. I've got some more Yes To face wipes. This time it is Yes To Grapefruit Brightening Wipes. Now, I did a review of the Yes To tomatoes of these a few months ago. I don't remember. I didn't get on too well with them. I just felt like they kind of stripped my skin and just kind of left me feeling a little bit like, I don't know what the word is, drying maybe? These weren't as bad as those, but I'm still not fully loving them. I used them all because I try to use everything that I get, and you know, face wipes are handy, and just to put my other product on afterwards isn't the end of the world. I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy them, but yeah, I would use them. And there were 30, I think, in a pack. Yeah, 30 in a pack. You can buy them for about £4. Something that I have started doing is to try and be a little bit more eco-friendly. So I got some microfiber pads. So this is by a brand called Magnitone. These are called the Wipeout Swipes. There were 6 in a pack. They are small, circular, like a cotton pad, face pad kind of size, but they're microfiber. Not that it really matters, but 3 were the colour grey and 3 were the colour like baby pink, like light colours. But these have a value of £15, but I got these in TK Maxx actually, £4.99. You can see at the bottom there. So, but I don't use them to take my makeup off. You can, it does, they are actually called makeup removal pads. It does say removes makeup with just water, but actually, like I said, the colour of them, they're quite light, so they're white and grey and white and pink, and my makeup is very dark, and yeah, so I don't want to ruin them and make them look old very quickly, so I actually only use them for product when I have like, I don't know, like a micellar water, or maybe like a toner, or something that I'm wiping a clean face with. Then I will use them. So I use each one once, and then I put it in the washing machine, wash them, they come out all nice and fluffy again, and do it that way, just because I want to make them last longer. And I personally feel like if I don't take my makeup off with them, then I will, because I do think they'll spoil quicker if I did take my makeup off with them. Got rid of the box there because I'm keeping the pads. And then, speaking of pads, a couple of these are by a brand called Kocostar. This is the Waffle cleansing pad. It's tea tree. So these are like individual pads, and they're infused with product. They came 3 to a pack, which was a little bit odd because whenever I use something like this at the moment, I'm using like a glycolic pad thing from another brand, which you will see in a Empties review video very soon, I am sure. But yeah, you only need to use one. I don't use them to take my makeup off or anything because it is a cleansing pad, so putting it on clean skin I feel works best. So yeah, with it being in a sachet with 3, you kind of have to open them, and then I used one, and then the next day used another one. And they did kind of keep their moisture and everything, but it just felt a little bit odd that I had an open sachet for like across 3 or 4 days. But in any case, you can buy these in like a tub, which I guess is what they're designed to, like a tub of 60. And a tub of 60 actually has a value of £30, and yeah, I like them. They're tea tree. I'm not gonna buy the full box for 30 quid because, like I said, there's a few of this kind of product that does more or less the same thing that are more reasonably priced. And then this guy, this is the Nivea Rose Care Micellar 2-in-1 cleanser and toner. This seemed to last me a really long time. I really felt like a little would go a long way. I didn't use it to take makeup off. I just, again, used it on clean skin before applying any serums and moisturisers. It's quite cheap as well, like Nivea. So it's got a value of £4.50. Again, stuff like this sometimes is on deals or on sales. Yeah, I just kind of used it to kind of tide me by because I didn't have much in the way of like toners or micellar waters at the time. I would buy this again for sure. A very expensive product now, which I wish I would buy again. It's 40 quid. So this is Aromatherapy Associates. It's their Inner Strength Soothing Cleansing Balm. Oh, it was lovely. It smelled amazing. You know, like Aromatherapy Associates is all about like essential oils and stuff, and like it smelled amazing. I used this in the shower. It was a very thick balm. You know, it's called a balm. It was a very thick balm, so squeezed it out, and then you did kind of have to work the water through it, so I was in the shower just to kind of like loosen it up a bit, but then once it was on your face it just felt so nice and so cleansing and so lovely, and I really liked it, but I don't have £40 to spend on it. I got it in a beauty box. I'm very sad that that's empty. Something I've never really used before. This is an enzyme oil. It's by a brand called Wild Fruit. It's called the Bright Spark Enzyme Oil. And it's actually made from upcycled fruit. It smelled like raisins, but it was a face oil. It comes in a little dropper. It says best before 18th of August. So I have gone a little bit over that. But yeah, it was lovely. It was fine. I would like put it on my face. I always used to wear it on my no makeup days. I don't think I ever wore it at night time, but yeah, when I was just like around the house and I had no makeup days, I would put the oil on, and yeah, it was nice. It was good. It would last me more or less today because I've got a facial oil at the moment, and again, subscribe to my channel to find out soon what that is. And I'm using it and I'm putting it on my face, but I do tend to find like after like a couple of hours I'm just like, hello, anything on my face, which this wasn't. So yeah, it was good to try that. The smell is a bit strange, but that's the upcycled fruit. Then one of my favorite products, any kind of clay mask. This is by Generation Clay. This is the Ultraviolet Brightening Purple Clay Mask. I just love a clay mask. I feel like a clay mask really just like resets my skin, and I love a clay mask. I love the process of doing a clay mask and putting it on your face and waiting for it to dry. There are a few different brands that do clay masks. This is one that I do quite like, and this has a value of £20. I do tend to find that they're always something that do crop up quite frequently in beauty boxes, and good ones as well. And then something that I did get in a beauty box is a Energising facial mist toner from a brand called Naobay. Naobay, I've used a few facial products from them. They smell very spa-y. I feel like I've invented this word. They smell like a spa. I can't describe it because I'm terrible at explaining smells, but their products are always really nice to use. I feel like the idea with a facial mist is to like spray your face. That would be the obvious thing to do, right? But actually I would spray on one of my reusable pads and then apply the product that way, just because I don't know, I feel like it was working into the skin more. I don't really know if there's a right or a wrong way to use it. I mean, it still worked. But yeah, that's how I used mine. 200ml of this product is £8.50, so for a toner, it's not too badly priced. I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy it, but if I saw it on offer, I certainly would. And then lastly, a couple of products that I did buy because just that, they were on offer, is by Soap & Glory, which is a product sold at Boots. And this is their Puffy Eye Attack Jelly. I think they were 3 for 2. There must be a third one somewhere. Maybe it was buy one get one free. I don't know. They were on offer. I've never used this before. The consistency of these was like really thick and gloopy. I'm going to say something really disgusting, but it's genuinely what it made me think of. It's like snotty. Maybe because I just had a cold and I was snotty, like a really thick, gloopy gel. So that was a bit of a strange experience, like putting that on your eyes. It was also really cold. It was always really cold. I don't know why, but it was just like that second or a couple of seconds when you first put it on your skin, you kind of go, oh, it's cold. But yeah, odd consistency. I mean, kind of did the job. I'm pretty indifferent to these, to be honest. Yeah, unless they were like super cheap, I'm not going to necessarily buy them again, but I did use them both. But full price, these are about £5 each. Then some face makeup. We're getting through some makeup. Now I have a lot of these. I've not gone through this many in a month, but it is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I'm sure you saw how many of them there were on the cover picture. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empties. They're all the same. Actually, I think one of them's a slightly darker shade. Yeah, so my go-to shade is 100, which is called Linen. But for some reason, I kind of went at 120. I think it was kind of more towards the summer, which is called Vanilla. So a slightly deeper colour. I'll put those two together. Just a little bit warmer. Yeah, this was my go-to foundation and I had bottles of it everywhere. I had it in my bath, in my ensuite, had it in my bathroom, I had it on my dressing table, I had it in my makeup bag, I had it in my overnight bag, I had one in my car, had one everywhere. So I just had loads of open bottles everywhere and it kind of got a little bit ridiculous, as you can see. So I kind of just got them all together and then used them up, and then now I've got loads of empties. As a foundation, it was great as a high street foundation. It is one of the ones that I do kind of tend to go to. I am actually using a different one at the moment, which I think I might prefer a little bit. I did have a situation with this a couple of months ago in the summer. Remember when it was like really, really hot? And I don't know what it was because I've never had it with this foundation before, so I do wonder whether it was something like the primer that I'd used or something, but it was the heat and or the setting spray, I don't know, or the powder, I don't know. But anyway, I've been using this for quite a long time. It did something that I've never seen it do, and it like lifted away from my face really badly and yeah, it made me really, really patchy. And I think, and I know in my head that this is really unfair because, as you can see, I've been using this foundation for quite a while, actually for most of this year, if not longer, and I've had no problems. But then that one day has really like scared me. So I did change foundations, but it was always good to see, you know, new products, and I am enjoying using this foundation. I will go back to this, inevitably I will, but I think at the moment I'm just like, oh no, that happened. But I feel bad blaming the foundation because I really don't think it was. I think it was just a mixture of whatever products I'd used on my skin plus the heat, and then just like sweating, and it just, I don't know, something happened that's never happened before and I hope will never happen again. I was just having a look online. I'm pretty sure whenever I've bought these, they were like $9.99. And I always used to buy them when they were on like 3 for 2 or whatever. But just seeing that they're $11.99 at the moment, so the price has gone up. Yeah, but I mean, everything's expensive at the moment, isn't it? Goodness. And final category we are going to go through is body. I don't normally review shower gels or shower products, but I've just got a couple here. So one is the L'Occitane shower oil. Yeah, fine, smelled great. I'm someone in the shower who I do like to be all very like slippery, slidey, bubbly, foamy, and this was not that. With it being an oil, it was very liquidy. It didn't really like froth up, or yeah, it was fine. These oils and everything, it always feels very like luxury when you use them. And a big 250ml bottle of this is £19. This one is only 75ml only. And then this one from Bubble Tea, which is a brand I see a lot actually and does feature a lot in beauty boxes. 100ml of this is £3. This is a proper like shower gel. It's very jelly. Actually, it's not too dissimilar in consistency to this. You remember what I referred to that as earlier, but it was like a really thick, gloopy jelly. Very soft scented. But yeah, it was a shower gel, didn't really last too long because it was only 100ml. I am someone in the shower who does tend to buy like big bottles of stuff and just get very soapy. But no, good for traveling. It's a good size, and yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was a shower gel. I'm not spending £3 on that though at 100ml, but I think they do bigger sizes where the price is then works out better, if that makes sense. I got this in a beauty box. This is by a brand called Douvall's. It's a citrus argan body oil. The instructions on it say you can use it as a body moisturiser or add it to your bath. Now, I'm very wary of adding things like this to the bath because I do feel like sometimes it leaves like a film. I'm not saying this one did because I never used it in the bath, but I've used like oil products before that were impossible, well, not impossible, very, very hard to get like a layer of film off of my bath. So I did just use this as a body moisturiser, and it was very nice, and it smelled of oranges. And this has a value of £12. I think it's like 15ml. Yeah, 15ml. Probably better to use it as a bath oil if you want to make it last, but yeah, it didn't last me too long using it as a body moisturiser. But it was nice, it was lightweight. I didn't feel like it was like a heavy oil. And then final product, we've made it to the end, is a body lotion by a brand called eCooking. I think I've used a few of their products now. I really did like this body lotion. It was lightweight. I put it on in the mornings, like after having a shower, like just leave it a couple of minutes. It didn't like make my body feel sticky. It didn't stick to my clothes. It had like a very light, I thought it was like a very light, almost nutty smell to it. But it says here jasmine, grape and orange. So I couldn't be further off it. But it was a very kind of subtle, quite nice smell. And yeah, it was a big bottle that I've got here. It is 300ml, but actually this is worth 27 quid. So yeah, I liked it. I didn't like it. £27. I mean, if I had that kind of money, I'd be buying this because, you know, I really like this, 40 quid. But no, really liked it. And that's why I love beauty boxes as well, because you get to use really nice products, really expensive products, and not have to pay the price for it. Can't afford to buy, like, imagine if I just went and bought everything full price. It would cost me a fortune. So there you go, those are my empties for the end of the month. Let me know what you think. If you've used any of these products, did you get on with them, did you not? I always love to hear from you. I see all your comments, I read all your comments, and I do reply. Remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time on another video. Bye.